Alright, we're gonna get this going, starting it. I believe it's my turn to intro the players. And Cloud Kingdom, actually not one of my favorite maps. I remember when it was added into the map pool, and I didn't ever think it was going to get added into the map pool because it was like solely a GSL map, and that really kind of never happened before.
Blizzard's kind of doing a nice thing and moving these custom maps into the actual map pool, which I think is great because we've all seen what Blizzard can do with maps.
Right.
So.
Anyway, spawning at the bottom starting position on Daybreak. No, I'm sorry, Cloud Kingdom. I'm still in the first set or something. Our green Protoss been doing very well. Had a very interesting Immortal push that really just ravaged Jetricxz in the first round. But he has our green Protoss SHiFT. And on the top starting position, we have our pink Zerg Jetricxz, who has been in several IvD tournaments and is now an IvD caster. So if you want to check him out, feel free to do so at ivdyogitime.com. And while you're there, click on some links and help support us so we can get some higher paying tournaments and more turnouts for our tournaments.
How much you want to bet we're going to see Nexus first again?
Ooh, based on
think
that...
we'll see Nexus? You think we'll see Forge?
I don't know. This is a toughie, sir. Those are... he's making drones, so it could be possible. He's making some drones right now. What did he do? 12... yeah, I'm definitely guessing that it's going to be a Nexus first. I think this is one of the first maps that I ever felt safe doing like a Nexus first. Just because the distance between the two bases are fairly long. You know, you have a very long travel time to get there. So even if you see the lings coming, you have time. The only thing that always bothers me about this is like where to wall off. You know, you can do that. Huh, now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, nice probe denying the hatchery over here. Just dancing around a little bit. Might as well put your APM to use there in the early game. Right, we have drone here on patrol as well, so we can block that Nexus. Oh, and the hatchery does get down.
Mm-hmm. The problem with you know, just keeping a probe there, and he's continuously circles around where the hatchery wants to go, but he's just going to keep taking pot shots from that drone that's attacking him on attack move. Just going to keep picking at him slowly and slowly. So he's going to eventually die. So that's when people started putting down pylons and just trying to keep that Nexus denied for as long as you like, and it's all personal preference. If you want to put down a pylon to keep that denied, he's gonna potentially go take the third, and then you can put a pylon down at the third, like so.
Yeah, and just a little bit of a variance on his build right now. We went ahead and got that second pylon before the gateway. Usually we saw the gateway and then that pylon, but still was a Nexus first, like usual.
Oh, and canceled that pylon, so he's not actually gonna go for any kind of cannon pressure or anything. He's just wanted to delay it. And the third hatchery does go down.
Yeah, so everything pretty standard so far.
Actually, extremely standard.
Cannon going up a little bit early for SHiFT, which is actually a good thing on this map. Because while it is still a long travel distance, it's not as long as some of our maps like Whirlwind and even Daybreak, because you have to go all the way around the rocks there in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
This one, Lynx can just run straight down the center. Double gas is going up, so everything normal here on Protoss side.
Well, what does that sound? There are scary sounds outside.
There's scary sounds outside.
Oh. Yeah, dude. Apparently they're doing like this. Since nothing exactly is happening in the game, I'm going to tell you guys a story. Apparently they're doing this, like installing backup smoke alarms in all my apartment complex. So all day today, all I heard was beep, 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 beep coming from all around the apartment complex. Every single time I was outside, there was this terrible beeping sound. Like coming from like two apartment buildings away, and I could still hear the beeping like ridiculously loudly. So I'm terrified of when they're going to come into my house and start beeping away. Oh, what is this? A little pylon down here on the bottom right. Nice positioning on that. He can warp down on the low ground, and it's kind of out of the way of all the.
It's not likely to get scouted very.
Yeah, it's out of the way of all the pathing and stuff, unless like an overlord flies over it, which you can never account for because those things can go anywhere. So.
It's true. That's what flying vaginas do.
Yeah, and for anyone who doesn't get that joke, you need to watch our other casts because it's hilarious, and also you love us, so watch us more.
Oh, Stargate now coming up.
That's kind of what I figured because he's not getting the +1 attack upgrade. Using that gas for a Stargate and then getting a couple more gates.
It's denying this Overlord scouting, gets it at the last second. Does supply block Jetricxz just a little bit for about half a second, but he's going to have to produce a few extra Overlords now just to compensate for that, so it's definitely a nice get from our Protoss.
Alright, sir, would you mind solo casting for about 1 minute while I run to the bathroom?
I do not mind at all, as Protoss is going up to 3 gates here, Stargate coming up just now.
I do apologize for my unprofessionalism, but my bladder must relieve it, so.
We have a Void Ray first here coming out. We'll see if he wants to go into Phoenix beyond that, or...
Most likely, most
go to the bathroom.
This
is what I'm doing.
Most likely, most Protosses make 1 Void Ray and then follow up with about 4 or 5 Phoenixes. Alright, I'll be right back.
Roach Warren almost completed for our Zerg player. Let's see, we have a Ling here checking out for the 3rd, but doesn't look like we'll see one too quick. Robotics facility on the way now, so yeah, this is feeling more and more to me like a pretty heavy push is going to be hitting once we get this out. Let's see if he makes a Phoenix or decides to get more Void Rays after this. Yeah, 2nd Void Ray on the way. See, yeah. Looks like we're going to see an awesome little push here from SHiFT here in about 3 or 4 minutes. Gateway's finishing up, getting that +1 ground weapons as well. See Zerg player getting his +1 attack, +1 carapace, and his metabolic boost for his Zerglings. Just a little bit of delayed speed, but with that early forge and that fast expand, you can't expect any immediate pressure. So it's no big deal to just go ahead and delay that a little bit, get a little bit higher in your tech before you start to go for it. Let's see, up to 56 drones now for our Zerg player to 22 or 44 probes. I'm dividing things by 2 for some reason today. Couple more sentries on the way. We have 2 Void Rays out. Looks like Phoenixes are now on the way after that 2nd Void Ray. And he is holding those back, so he's not sitting here sniping Overlords, but this Overlord is awesome, sneaks in, sees everything, sees a Stargate. Protoss is supply block, so Pylon's going to finish just in time, but with these additional gateways finishing up, that supply is going to get filled up pretty quick.
I am back, and before you ask, I did wash my hands.
I don't believe you, but looking at a pretty heavy push here as the Robo goes up. We have a Warp Prism now on the way.
Right, I love this one Phoenix over here, picking off the Overlords on the right. It's great to either deny his scouting from potential Warp Prism like pathing, or just getting rid of the Overlords, because he is now supply blocked. He's going to be supply blocked for a minute.
Yeah, and he's even going to get this 2nd Overlord, so it's going to be even worse. We have 5 on the way. Infestation Pit about 2/3 of the way done. 8 Roaches out. Burrow.
So he's preparing for some kind of defense on the 3rd.
Yeah, and we are seeing a push out here now with 4 sentries in the Warp Prism.
Oh, and the Void Ray. 4 sentries, 2 Void Rays. This is very odd. I like it. I mean...
yeah, it's really interesting. I'm wondering if he's going to drop those up on the ramp and just force field and warp in from there.
And then just
he has plenty of money for Zealots, and with all the gateways, this could get really scary really fast.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he's about to do, is force field that ramp.
Oh yeah, he's actually moving the Warp Prism right there.
Yep, and then use these Void Rays to, yep, whoa, come on. Yeah.
Nice.
Sentries can still tank damage from the Queen. There we go. Lifting up this Queen. And all he has to do is worry about these roaches. Just keep this this ramp.
It needs to micro back this Void Ray though, so it doesn't get taken out. Oh, yeah. Barely any HP left.
This one sentry's just gotta keep his eye on that ramp. Get that
yeah,
force
good.
field.
Another force field.
That timing is perfect. Oh, but look.
Bunch of stalkers being warped in.
Off that sentry because he knows that's what he needs to do. He needs to pick up as many.
He needs to move that extra sentry down here so he can force field the ramp again, because that force field's just about to wear off.
He's still got one more force field.
Oh,
there it
good.
goes. After that, the roaches can run in here. There are now a lot of stalkers and some Void Rays, and his Roach Warren is gone. No more roaches for the Zerg player.
Yeah, and spawning pool's about to go as well. This might actually be it.
This could possibly be a killing blow for Jetricxz, but he is going to fight it out. He does still have 2 mining bases. And the roaches unburrow and run up and get into the middle of this army, start picking off as many stalkers as they possibly can, and the Void Rays know that they have to run away.
Oh, and we have a warp in here at the 3rd. There's some zealots running in. Oh, War Prism does get taken out, so that's going to be the end of the harass. But let's see, they should be able to get this Spore and this Queen, and then the Void Rays are going to have their own little heyday. We do have a lot of mineral stacking, but do we have that spawning pool coming back up? Oh, it looks like we do.
I love burrowed queens.
Yeah, and all he can do is send his roaches cross map now and try and do some damage.
And it looks like he can actually do a lot of damage. He is just now getting an Immortal and trying to take up to some Colossus. Yeah. This giant group of roaches, which is about, what is a full page of roaches? A full page of roaches, which is 18, you know, about
24.
24 or so.
Yeah, 2 Immortals out now for our Protoss, a lot of Stalkers. They shouldn't be able to do much.
Sorry. Very sorry. He almost has a sufficient force to... Oh, he's going to try and pick off this Immortal. Oh, if he can get this Immortal...
He can get it.
Scary. There he goes. He's going to go for the second one.
Oh, and he's got it. He just needs to target fire it. He needs to target fire that Immortal. Okay.
There we go. All these Stalkers do not stand a chance against the giant concave of the roaches, and he's just going to run over down here to the 3rd and pick it off. If he keeps the Protoss confined to 2 bases for the rest of the game...
Oh, 11 Hydras are on their way out now as well. Void Rays were forced to pull back.
Choice at this point. Roach Hydra against Void Ray Stalker. I mean...
Oh no, Observer is out though, so he just needs to pull these roaches back, try and meet up with the Hydras.
I keep just wanting to watch this game and actually
and all these zealots, 7 zealots now gonna run up into the natural. These Hydras might be able to pick them up, but they're on a move command. Both players are. That's kind of lucky for both.
What just happened right there? What just happened?
Both players on move command.
And then the Hydras turn around.
And we don't have any spines up here.
Oh no, he's gonna get this hatch. He is just targeting down the hatch.
Definitely.
He's gonna get it. These zealots do a lot of damage. If he loses this hatchery, he could be in a very scary situation. Back down to only 1 mining base with poor drone saturation. So,
and pushing up now with these Hydras, and they're gonna rip through these Void Rays.
Yep, he is just.
One does go down.
Oh, there comes a Colossus. He needs to pick off that focus.
Oh, he needs to target it.
There it goes.
Good. Oh, yes! Right. Picks off the Colossus.
And with these Hydras and roaches in the main of the Protoss, it's getting to a point where I don't quite know what the Protoss can do. Even with any kind of counter attack, he
doesn't have enough gates to warp in enough. We do have a second Colossus about to pop. He's gonna actually pop. Oh, gets the fucking. Oh my God, the robotics right as the Colossus is about to pop out, and there's not. I really don't think there's anything that a Protoss player can do. Losing that Robo.
SHiFT has to GG. Well played. Good game from both of our players.
Brilliant. That was a brilliant hold by Jetricxz.
That was
so scary.
A really interesting push.
Yeah.
SHiFT, I'm gonna steal that push from you. I'm gonna tell you in chat.